Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a quick yoga flow for creating more space. Space in the spine, space around you, space for your mind, space in the hips. We're going to get into it. It's going to be quick. So begin to come into a seat, Sukhasana, on your mat, finding your sits bones down on the ground, maybe separating your sits bones, your thighs, feeling what feels good. Lengthen out through the crown of the head, drawing the chin down. Drop the shoulders back, palms resting on the knees. Close your eyes if they aren't already and begin to check in with your whole body. What do you feel? What does your heart space feel like? Do you have any circling thoughts? Any repetition in the mind? Just notice it. Don't get too engaged in it. Just bring all of your awareness onto your breath. Feeling the rise and expansion of your body on your inhale, taking up more space. Feel the contraction and the draw back in on your exhale. Inhaling to take up more space, exhaling to draw back into the self, into the seat, to the center. Bring your attention to the back of the brain. And chin is slightly tucked here. Crown of the head is lengthening up to the sky. Feel the space just above your shoulders. The space in between the shoulders and the ears. The right shoulder and the right ear. Left shoulder and the left ear. Begin to notice the top of the head, the crown of the head. And on your inhale, imagine there's a light pouring into the crown of your head, flooding the whole body. And as you exhale, imagine there is a flower blossoming open on the crown of your head. So inhale for this light to come and pour into the entire body, and exhale for a flower to blossom open on the crown. Use your imagination. What kind of space does this create for you? Imagining a light sweeping in and filling your entire being. Space around you. Exhaling, another petal opens in the flower. And just petal by petal, flower blossoms wide open on the top of your head. Continuing with this visualization, connecting your imagination with your breath. Top of your head, or the crown center, the crown chakra, is your center for connection to the divine, faith, openness, receptivity. So as you move through this practice, you can always return to this visualization, creating more space. starting from the very top of the head, even beyond that, the space above the head. 2 more rounds of breath. Next, inhale. Slide the palms a little further down the legs, creating straight arms, so straightening out through the elbows, dropping the shoulders away down from the ears, maybe shifting the spine back in space, keeping that one long line from the earth to the sky. We're going to drop your right ear over your right shoulder. Breathe in. And then slowly begin to draw a little half circle with your nose, looking down to the ground, and then sliding your left ear over your left shoulder. Breathing in. Again, finding this on the other side, so making your way from right to left with the head over the shoulder. Using your breath as a guide. Moving very slowly here, sensing out any tension you may be holding in the neck. And then allow your right ear to drop over your right shoulder. Place your right palm on your right ear, or maybe just above it. And then draw your right elbow out to the side so that it's not right in front of you. You're not collapsing through your shoulder. Send your left arm out beside you, straightening out through the elbow, flexing the fingertips back towards the face. And then begin to sense out any tension by drawing your hand up, holding it there. Breathing into the space above your shoulder, and then lowering your palm back down. Keeping everything straight though. Fingers are straight, arm is straight. Slide your hand up like you're sliding it up a wall. Hold it. Breathe in. Feel this release through the space above your arm, the space above your neck. Really sense the space there. Breathe into it. And then make little circles with the palm. Tiny baby circles, and then make them a little bigger. Really taking deep inhales, feeling that space above and around the arm. More breath in, circles are getting bigger. And then find your palm back down on the ground. Left arm lowers. Leave it here just for a second. So palms on the ground. Feel this neck stretch. And then release. Slowly, gently release your right arm back down. Take a shoulder roll very gently, separating the shoulder blades. As you inhale, reach them up towards your ears, and as you exhale, round your shoulders back down your spine. Exhale, noticing the difference, just taking a pause here, sensing the space on your left versus on your right. This time, begin to drop your left ear over your left shoulder, letting your head be heavy here. Chin is slightly tucked. And then use your left palm to create some extra weight on your right ear or the right side of your head. Shifting your elbow out to the side so you're not collapsing through your left shoulder. You're actually still straight through the spine. And then begin to drop your right arm out beside you, straightening out through the elbow, flexing the fingertips back towards the face. Fingers are straight, arm is straight. Find a big breath in. Sense the space just above the arm, starting from above the wrist, all the way to the elbow, all the way to the bicep, shoulder, throat, just below the ear. And then as you inhale, begin to send your right arm up, like you're moving your palm up a wall, still keeping everything straight here. Not collapsing through your left shoulder, staying mindful of the space that you're creating, the shape that you're creating. Reach your fingertips up, up, up. Breathe in. Lower them back down. Very slowly. You're moving very slow. Pause. Begin to make little circles, baby circles with the fingers. Circles are getting bigger. Almost like you're pushing the bottom of your palm away from you. You may start to feel some tingling, a little tension leaving the body, literally. You really feel it in the stretch. Begin to make bigger circles with the palm. Breath in. And then drop your right arm, let it land. Right palm reaches down to the ground. Big breath in. Feel this release. Press the palm into the earth. Notice the feeling happening in your forearm. Breathe. Slowly release, slowly unravel, bringing your left arm down, back down to the ground. Take a little gentle movement. Windshield wiper the head back and forth. Inhale to roll the shoulders up to the ear. Exhale, roll your shoulder blades back down. Inhale, shoulders up to the ear. Exhale, lower back down. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out through the mouth. Notice the space around the crown of your head now and sitting on top of your shoulders. Can you imagine that light really filling up the space around the crown of your head, like your Mother Mary? Awareness returning to your breath. Deepening your inhale, lengthening out your exhale. We're going to shift into a tabletop. So your knees will come underneath your hips. Your shoulders will stack above your wrists, creating some length here. Gaze is parallel down with the floor. Tuck the tailbone just slightly under. Feel what this feels like, the length of the crown to the root. Inhale to drop the belly, send the gaze up to the sky. Shoulders and tailbone is lifted like almost like a puppetry string or Exhale, round out. Shoulder blades separate. Inhale, round. Cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. This is actually where you round. I just messed up the words a bit. And then find some natural movement here. Maybe you make little circles while you're still rounded in a cat pose, the torso. And then you find cow, and you begin to maybe send your gaze over your right shoulder and then your left. And then on your next inhale, find a neutral spine again. Tucking the tailbone under, sending the gaze down. The back of the neck is long. Inhale to send your right leg behind you. Reach it up in space. And then begin to draw little circles here with the toes. Breathing in. And out to reverse your circles. Again, noticing the space around your body. How are you moving through it? Inhale to send your left arm out long, counterbalance. Tuck the tummy up towards the back body. Breathe in. And then make little circles with both the arm and the leg in this counterbalance. Moving as slow as you possibly can. One more breath in. Drop everything back down to the ground. Take a round of cat-cow. Inhale, belly. Exhale, round out through the spine. This time send your left leg out long as you find a neutral spine. Bring it to a hover. Begin to make little circles with the heel. Breathe in. Reverse your direction. And on your inhale, send your right arm out long in front of you. Begin to make little circles and a counterbalance. Move as slow as you can. Finding fluidity in the ball and socket joints. On your exhale, lower everything back down. Move back into a child's pose. Hips go wide. Knees go wide. Hips go back in space. Lower the forehead down to the earth. And then tent the fingertips. Getting into the shoulders here. Take a big breath in. And out. Walk your tented fingertips over to the right. Inhale into your side body. Send your hips back towards the left. Walk your fingertips back up to the center and then over towards the left. Send your hips back to the right. Breathe into your side body. Inhale back to center. Shift forward in space. Roll all the way onto your belly. Let the legs go out wide. Take up space here. Landing on a star shape. Now for a moment of rest. Feeling the ground. Making contact with all the different points of your body. Then draw the legs together. Seal them up. Bring the elbows just outside of the chest. Fingertips are straight out in front of you, creating a right angle with your arms lifting up through the chest, pushing the pubic bone and the tops of the feet down into the mat. Breathe in here and out. Inhale, straighten out through the elbows, come to a seal pose. One more breath in. Exhale, lower down. Use your palms beside your chest. Tuck your toes under to find your way into a downward facing dog. Hips up high and back. Feet are hip width distance. Pushing up to the sky through the hips. Pedal out your feet. Planting and raising one heel and then the other. Allow the shoulders to drop away from the ears, doing less work through the upper body and more work through the hips and the heels here. Find stillness. One more breath. As you inhale, begin to roll your spine forward. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, coming into a plank pose. Can you flatten out and lengthen through the crown of your head and the heels, pushing the heels back in space and lengthening as your gaze goes down parallel to the mat in front of you. Big breath in. Exhale, push it back up, downward facing dog. Push back through the heels. Inhale, roll forward, find length, plank pose. One big breath. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale slowly, as slow as you can. Draw the elbows into the side body as you lower your way down towards your belly. Windshield wiper your knees, your feet from side to side. And then move super slow with it, sending your heels over to the right and then to the left. And return back to center. Land the tops of the feet back down on the mat. And then roll over onto your back. You're going to find a reclined pigeon. So first draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock from side to side on the back body. Give yourself a little lateral back massage. Then drop the right heel, right foot down to the mat, keeping a bend in the knee. Bring your left ankle over the top of your right thigh. Maybe you press your left knee, your left thigh away while pushing your right hip down into the earth. Feeling this, breathing in. Option to thread the needle and interlace your fingers behind your right thigh, drawing your hips in closer to you. And here we're going to use the left, so you can also take the right palm on the right knee, drawing that knee closer into you, but also taking the left arm, the left hand, to push the left knee away so that you have space in between your left leg and your left side body. Breathe in here. Begin to slowly draw your legs in closer to you if you have a bind, and then away from you as you exhale, or inhale, sorry. Inhale to draw the legs away from you. Exhale to draw them closer. Inhale to push the legs away. Exhale, draw them closer one more time. Keep them close, keep them close. Feel this tension releasing through the hips, this stored emotion. Rock from side to side. Inhale to release. Find your right foot back down on the mat. switch it out. So your left foot is going to find the mat, keeping a bend in the left knee. Bend the right knee, draw it in, send the left ankle over the right thigh. Again, push the left hip down to feel it, and push the right knee away with the right palm, the right thigh away. Finding this separation, this space in the pelvic area, and just above the abdomen, the lower abdomen, the womb area. And then begin to thread the needle underneath the left thigh, drawing it in closer to you. Option to take your right hand on top of your left knee and use your right hand to push your right knee away, creating space in both of your hips. As you inhale, find that movement, pushing away. As you exhale, draw everything in close to your chest. Inhale, push away. Exhale, draw everything in. Inhale, push away. Exhale, draw everything in, hold it. Feeling that stored energy releasing from the right hip. Big breath in. And out. On an inhale, release back down to the ground. Both heels find the earth. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Draw your right knee into your chest. Send your left leg out long. Gonna come into a supine twist. So maybe make little circles with the knee. And then send your right leg over your left side body. Lengthening your right arm out beside you to a T. And then sending your gaze over with it. Feeling this brief little detoxification and wringing out of the spine. Feeling the length in your armpit. Feeling the length in your lower right side body. Almost on the outside of your hip. Inhale to draw your right knee back into center, switch it out. Left knee comes into the chest, right leg goes long. Send your left knee over your right side body. Send your left arm out to a T and gaze right over it. Feel the length of your spine here. Draw your left knee into center. Send it out long. Find Shavasana. If you'd like to take any more movement here, any happy baby, whatever you may want, an inversion, find it now. When you're ready, we'll face the palms up to the sky. Take up as much space as you like here. Toes point out wide. Every inhale, imagine that light pouring from the crown of your head all the way to the toes, flooding the space around you. As you exhale, another little petal opens on the crown of your head. The flower blooming open with spring. And you notice the space around you here, the space below you, supported by the ground. It's like your body is just floating in space. How can you feel? this feels like. Experience the weight of your body. Inhaling, starting to grow heavier. We're going to end here today. Take as much time as you need. Thank you for practicing with me. If you'd like to continue to flow with me, I post videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of your week.